Alright, hello world, welcome back to another video. In this video we're going to be doing Python coding bash string-2. So I don't think we have much part left. So today we're just going to do these 6 problems, and once we finish, it's probably just going to be it for this video. Next video we're probably going to look at Java, how to solve some basic Java coding bash challenges. If I decide we're gonna do a coding bash video again. But anyway, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with double char. I hope I didn't do this before. If I did, that's sad, but okay. Anyway, so given a string, return a string where every char in the original there are 2 chars. So so you just duplicate it, right? So there's multiple ways you can do it. Again, what I like to do is I just print out a string. I can do for char and stir string plus equals char plus char. So that's just gonna add chars 2 times to the string. Now we can return string at the end. Like that, right? So this is a pretty quick way to do it. If you want, you can also do it, I guess, nested loop if you really want. I don't know why, but this will make it easier to modify, so just change the loop. Either way, it will work. Okay? So like that. Alright, pretty good. We can take a look at their solution as well. Yeah, it's essentially the same thing, except they just did a loop by index. Good. Alright. Return the number of times that the string hi appeared anywhere in the given string. Of course, we have this cheater method. Right? But let's say you don't want to use this cheater method. What we can do instead is we can write a loop. And we're going to do -1 here. The reason we're going to do -1, you'll be seeing shortly. And in here we can do what? So we can do if stir bracket I plus stir bracket I plus 1 equals hi. Now we can just say not print. Then I can just say count plus equals 1. Sorry, I was recently programming Java, so my syntax kind of get a little bit messed up. Sorry about that. Return count. Yep, like that. So basically what we did is we just shift by 2 here. So we'll check it. In this case, just check AB, BC, C space H, I space H, and HO. Right? That's why we need to -1, because when we get to the last character, there's no more after it. So we're just going to stop the one before that last. There you go. Like that. Okay. Honestly, I feel like these LeetCode challenges are way too simple. I mean, not LeetCode. Yeah, okay, never mind. Well, it's still under maintenance, so I guess we're just gonna be stuck to these. Anyway, let's go to the next challenge. Return true if the string cats and dog appears the same number of times in a given string. So, well, if you want, feel free to pause this video and then see if you can solve the solution on your own. I always encourage you to pause the video, so you can always do them. If you can do them without seeing my solution, then you will remember your solution better, which is always great, because that's how you get better in these problem solving. Anyway, so let's go ahead and solve them together now. I guess we can do this, right? If we don't want to use a cheater method, of course there's a cheater method you can use. Honestly, since that's a method, why don't you use it, right? But since we're practicing coding, we're just gonna, practice for the sake of it. So we're gonna do, I guess, similar to what we did last time. So we can say cat count and then dog count. And we're going to do -2. And then here we can do is we can say if stir bracket I plus stir bracket I plus 1 plus stir bracket I plus 2 equals what? If stir I plus stir I plus 1 plus stir I plus 2 equals cat, right? Count plus equals 1. And then I guess I can just copy and paste it into dog. Since the string lengths are the same, that's great. This only works if the string lengths are the same. Otherwise, it will give you some weird issue, like you loop one extra or one less, something like that, which is not good. Dog count plus equals 1. And they're going to return if they're equals to each other, like that. Okay, let's go to the next challenge. I think there's only 3 left. So, return the number of times the string code appears anywhere in a given string, except we will accept any letter for the D, so cope and co also count. So the hint I give on this challenge is again, there's another way to do it, but how I like to do it is use the same approach as we did for the last couple ones, right? So just use the approach that we did for the last couple ones, last couple two. So, but what you will do this time is you will just simply not check the third letter, right? Third letter could just be whatever you want, right? So that could just be whatever you want. So what does that mean? Well, we can write this for I in range of the lengths of stir. Right, we can write if stir bracket I is C. Now we need to use and because, well, we're being using and. Now I'm gonna check them separately. Rather than add them up, because that's really only one possibility, we need to check each character separately because, since it doesn't really matter, so like code count COAE, COB, COC, COD, etc., etc., etc. That's too many possibilities. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna write something like that. E, and then I'm gonna do -4, -3. And then we can do count plus equals 1. Of course, we need a count variable here, and then can return count. Now syntax line 4. Oh, great. My brain is shutting down right now, so I can't. Where's the syntax here at? Oh my god, I cannot find the syntax here. Oh, huh. Okay. I missed an and here. Alright, there you go. You can see wanting to do it. It's pretty simple. We just didn't check I plus 2, right? If you don't check I plus 2, it can just be whatever it wants. Okay, sweet. And other. So this given two string return true if either the string appears at the very end of the last string. So, and then we won't ignore the case differences. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna use a lowercase, right? It already tells you the notes there. So we're just gonna say it's a dot lower, b equals b dot lower. And just a fun fact, these method dot lower dot uprights, you can say returns the lowercase version. And that means it's not an in place. It's not changing in place. In place, for example, there's something called sort. You can do stir.sort. And what that would do is that would sort a string in place. So then when we print out stir, it will be sorted. Comparatively, we also have string that are not in place. For example, we have some sorted function where you can put it in. And you need to store in a new variable. Let's say sorted. Stir. It will actually return you the new string. Stir will not actually be sorted. So in this case, this is a return method that means A and B will remain the same. But since we really store them back to A and B, so A and B will change. Okay, anyway, so if either appear at the end of it. So here's how I like to think about it. If one string is less than another string, right, the length is less than another string, then we just check if that part of the string is located at the end. So here's how we can do it. We can say if length of A is less than or equals to length of B. Okay, so longer is longer is A, shorter is B. Actually swapped it already. Oh, come on. Can't type. Like that. And then here, I guess we can write if. So here's where kinda you need to kind of have some mass. So we're gonna do slicing the string. If you're not familiar with slicing the string, feel free to just search it up. There's search up slicing string W3 schools, which they have a great documentation on how to do slicing the string. But anyway, let's look at this. So basically, what we're doing is we're splitting the last few characters. Now, how much are we splitting? We're slicing. Well, we want to slice from the length of longer minus the length of shorter. Now, there might be an offset issue because the index there is 0, right? So the length of longer, for example, that's longer. The end should be index number 2. 5 minus 3, 2. Perfect, right? This should work. So that basically what's that gonna do is that will give you from that index all the way to the end, which this happens to be the same amount of character as shorter. And now we can just compare, say if it equals shorter, and we can just say return true, otherwise we return false, like that. So this, let's look at their solution. They just use a cheer method ends with. That's totally fine. What we're going to do is slicing the string. Basically, again, how the math goes is this way. Length of longer minus length of shorter. That's going to give you the starting index that basically, from the longer string, it will give you the same amount of character as a shorter string. Except, right, we want to compare whether there is the same or not. Okay, great. Let's see. I believe there's one more. X, Y, Z is there. Perfect. I can wrap the video up in just about the right time. Return true if the given string contains a pair of x, y, z, where the x, y, z is not directly preceded by a period. So x, x, y, z count, but x dot x, y, z doesn't count. Okay. So basically, right, what we want is just a previous character cannot be a dot. So I'm going to do a loop again. And then here I'm going to write, I don't know, if stir bracket I equals, it's not, does not equals dot, and stir bracket I plus 1 plus stir bracket I plus 2 plus stir bracket I plus 3 equals XYZ, on return true, otherwise we want to return false. Okay, right, a couple things. First, I need to do minus 3 on you, if I remember. Okay, so you can see that we have a couple of things here. Why did I return false? Minus 2? Minus 2 gives you out of range, okay. Well, if the current character does not equal dot, I see the issue. Okay, so it doesn't have to necessarily be the next character, I guess. So I can add a or statement here. Or stir bracket I. I'm just gonna copy I plus 1 plus 2 is x, y, z. Okay, now let's just get some more ish. Okay. Alright, let's see. What's the easier way to solve this? I guess I would just resort back to here. There probably is an easier way. I'm not sure. Question mark. Huh. Let's see. There's a probably cheating way I can do that. Which I will. So if I say if dot XYE in stir, not in stir, and XYZ in stir, it can return true. Otherwise, return false. If dot XYZ. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna do a search. Let me search for search string Python. Find the first occurrence. Okay, we're gonna do a while loop. While stir.find x y z is not. To give you a -1. Yeah, so that's not -1, right? I'm gonna do. We're gonna say we're gonna write this. Index is stir.find x, y, z. And now I'm gonna try to remove it. Well, I'll say if index equals 0, then we'll just want to return true right away. If it's not 0, then we want to return true as if stir index -1 does not equals to dot, then we can return true. Otherwise, we just want to return false. And right now that will be infinite loop because I should change stir. So stir was that replace x, y, z. Oh, replace its actual thing. Oh my god. Okay, what's wrong with this? Why did it time down? Wait, what? Return new string. What's wrong with you? XYZ. You know what? Here's, I guess, what I will do. I will leave you, probably try to solve this challenge. So you can see this is like a partial solution. Only one thing doesn't work. So feel free to change the code in any way you want, and then see if you can solve this challenge. If you solve this challenge, feel free to post your solution into the comment down below, either as a link to like your file on GitHub or on Pastebin, or just the code itself. But to me, I see if you can figure out where I made the mistake. Not quite sure right now, but we'll see if anyone can figure it out. But oh, you know what's a mistake? Is this. So now we basically need to figure out a way to, when we get rid of it, right? We did not get rid of the dot. Right? We did not get rid of the dot. So that's what we also need to do as well. We need to get rid of the dot. But yeah, see if you can solve that. But yeah, thank you for watching this video. Any question or comment, feel free to comment down below. And as always, stay safe and have a great rest of your day. That's me out.